When looking for a movie to watch, we have different methods to find what we're looking for. Sometimes we get a recommendation from a friend, or watch a trailer and think, wow, that looks awesome, I can't wait to see that. Some people like to load up their favourite streaming app and just flick through the selections, hoping to find something that catches their attention. And others watch movies based on the user scores they've seen on trusted websites. In this video, we've gone to Chinese portal site Douban and found the top user reviews for Chinese movies made in the last 10 years. There might be some familiar titles or movies you've never heard of, but one thing is certain, all of these movies are well loved by the audience. Hi, I'm the Arty Dance from Asian Film Fans and welcome to this video where we explore the top user-rated Chinese movies on Douban from 2010 to 2019. If you're new here, stick around at the end to watch links to other videos like this, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy! Starting in 2010 is Let the Bullets Fly, starring action star Chow Yun-fat and written, directed and co-starring Wen Zhang. This is the first in a trilogy of movies, along with 2014's Gone with the Bullets and 2018's Hidden Man. With over 1 million user ratings from Douban users, this has an incredible average score of 8.8 and is the equal third highest rated movie featured in this video. Set in China in the 1920s, Wen Zhang plays the bandit Zhang, who poses as the new mayor of a remote village. His intentions are clear, he's there to make money and fast, but meets his match against the local gentry by the name of Huang, played by Chow Yun-fat.
如果你活着，早晚都会死的。你打死我吧！如果你死了，你永远都活着。对呀，鬼魂，闭嘴！天生的老骗子！去！哎，美女不要，钱你也不要，你要什么呀？我要当县长。嘿！啊，不是要跑吧？
别客气嘛。
我就是找麻烦。
假的。
出发！ 玩砸了。
A Douban user said this about the movie: if you think Wen Zhang's movie is too strong, it can only mean that you are too weak to watch it. The top movie of 2011 was a Chinese-Hong Kong co-production called The Flowers of War, starring Batman's Christian Bale, and was the first movie for Chinese actress Nini, who is also starring with Andy Lau in Shockwave 2. The Flowers of War was directed by Yimou Zhang, famous for movies such as Shadow in 2018, 2002's Hero, 2014's House of Flying Daggers, and the opening and closing ceremony of the 2018 Beijing Olympics. This movie is set during the Japanese invasion of Nanking in 1937 and tells the story of an American who poses as a priest to seek refuge in a church with a group of women. This is the lowest rated movie featured in this video, with an average user score of 8.1. This is what one reviewer had to say. After I watched this film, I had to praise it as a Chinese version of The Pianist crossed with Schindler's List. With a user score of 8.6, the top film of 2012 was Jin Wang's Fung Shui. Set in the city of Wuhan, Fung Shui tells the story of an uneducated and uncultured woman who pushes the emotional limits of her husband and son. When her husband leaves, she's forced to live with her mother-in-law who raises her son while she works to support the family. powerful drama that seeks to reflect the life of a labourer in China. One user on Douban said this about the movie: "Fung Shui is the best and most heartwarming local film I have seen so far this year." The second lowest rated movie on this list, with an average user score of 8.2, is crazy alien director Hao Ning's No Man's Land, also known as Western Sunshine. Filmed in 2009, but stuck with censorship troubles for a few years before finally being released in late 2013. This movie stars comedic actor Zhang Shu from the Lost In trilogy and Bo Huang from Leap and Gone with the Light. Described as an action-adventure crime drama, the movie tells the story of a young city lawyer who travels to the Gobi Desert for a series of adventures.
老板，加油
！1500，
我就加个油啊。
是吗？1500。
对不起啊，三。你找死啊！这个不错了，这个。
你是个坏人啊！快报警，快报警！
我原谅你们了。我要不是警察，我燃死你。进去是。这是啥？枪！哎呦，你狠的！你拿个锤子咋了？你头上给我敲一下嘛！你妈！
你谁啊？
A user on Douban remarked, "A movie with a strong style. I was nervous when watching it and addicted afterwards. These are the best 2 words I can use to describe this film." An interesting movie heads the top user scores of 2014, with Yu Kung Tsing's Deep in the Heart, also known as The Coffin in the Mountain. An average score of 8.7 makes it one of the higher rated movies on this list. An intricate tale that weaves the path of several characters all related to one incident, a murder of a local small-time criminal. The man who kills him, the deceased wife, and village chief are the main characters here, all played by a relative cast of unknown actors. but that still didn't stop the positive user reviews on Douban, with one user saying, "A very well written script, slowly revealing the crime in the village. The film reflected the evil and selfishness in people's hearts." One of two animations on this list, but also one of the lowest scoring titles, is this multiple award-winning film based on the Monkey King called Monkey King Hero is Back. Winning many Best Animated Feature awards in many local film festivals, this movie has an average user score of 8.3. Based on the tales of the Journey of the West, probably one of the most popular tales with hundreds of different variations on film, this movie was released in the US with Jackie Chan doing the English voice of the titular character.
Tales of the heaven's greatest warrior, the Monkey King. When he angered the gods, they cursed and trapped him deep within a mountain for all time.
Are you really Sun Wukong?
I don't know. Am I?
Oh, wait! Great save! I need your help getting home! So will you help me find my way home? Huh?
By harnessing the power of the pure souls of 100 children, my quest for eternal life come to an end. I will be unstoppable! Mountain trolls are coming!
Go back down the mountain!
Hey, Piggy, we've got kids to save.
This summer, take the adventure
If I was able to fly, I would go over that mountain and take this little one back home.
and become the hero inside.
If you're brave and strong enough, you can go as far as you want.
Yes!
I'll turn myself into a panther and hunt down that hairball. Watch and learn. Meow.
Really?
This held the title of the most popular Chinese animation for only a few years until 2019's Best Movie, and the users on Douban had this to say about the film. "This is the first time I'm proud of not using the domestic movie standard to give this movie 4 stars. Another movie that swept the awards at local film festivals, 2016's top-rated movie, is the interesting comedy film Mr. Donkey. Also scoring an 8.3 with users, this movie tells the story of a rural village in China, desperate to get more government funding, who attempt to trick government officials into thinking an uneducated labourer is actually a qualified teacher. Western audiences will struggle to find a familiar face amongst the cast, and that could be part of the reason finding an English subtitled version is difficult. This quirky little movie is held in high regard by the users on Douban, with one reviewer commenting, "This film talks about tragedy in a comedic way, and about human nature in an ironic way. That's why it's worth 5 stars. Another family-themed drama earns the user's top spot in 2017. Love Education is written, directed and starring the ever-talented, ever-respected Taiwanese veteran actress Sylvia Chang. This movie tells the tale of a dying lady who reminisces about the happy moments in her life. When her daughter wants to move her father's grave from his hometown to be beside her mother, it causes a conflict with his first wife and problems for the whole town.
你等啊，我看你能够等多久？一辈子啊！怎么可能结婚几十年？怎么可能就是夫妻呢？我的事儿，请你以后不要再管了。小龙，我终于知道你为什么跟我妈不和了。杀了他！你杀了他！
我在半路上碰到你，留了下来。
那个薇薇能拴住你吗？
你带我去城里，我有话要说。
说你不后悔？
不后悔。
scoring a modest 8.4 with the users on Douban in a competitive year that included action blockbuster Wolf Warrior 2, China's highest grossing movie of all time, and comedy films Never Say Die with Shen Ten and Kung Fu Yoga with Jackie Chan. A user had this to say: "The scene of the couple in the car at the end of the movie features the most splendid dialogue in any Chinese movie of recent years." In a year where another noisy blockbuster raked in hundreds of millions of RMB, this movie, Dying to Survive, didn't do too bad for itself, making 438 million RMB and third on the top grossing list of 2018. This movie was actually the highest rated movie of the year, scoring 9.0. It's also the highest rating movie on this list, and that seems like a pretty good recommendation to me.
Some say India is a pharmacy for the poor, because we have a merciful government.
这个药在中国会有很大的市场。More money， 因为有很多的病人需要这个药来救命。More money，more money，more money。好，全部给你，好吧？啊 ，OK， 他死胖的胖得像猪一样，多少钱啊？哎。
So he wants to be a savior, huh?
我不要做什么救世主，我要赚钱。
客人花钱来是看他跳舞，跳算怎么回事啊？
不怕钱是吧？跳不跳？能不能跳？跳不跳？
你给我等着！
是不是他看不起我？以前是。
2018 was a very interesting year, with a huge selection of excellent movies to choose from, including Detective Chinatown 2, The Island, Ash is the Purest White, and Hello Mr. Billionaire amongst the standout movies of the year, but Dying to Survive was the user's favourite. As one reviewer said, "I was really touched. The film tells me that the most absurd thing in this world is that the closer we get to reality, the more absurd reality is." And in a rare occurrence, with a top-grossing movie also happens to be the best user-reviewed movie in the same year, is 2019's Ne Zha, Birth of the Demon Child. We covered this in a previous video about top 10 highest earning movies in 2019, but it's worth repeating. This movie made a modest 5 billion RMB at the Chinese box office on a budget of just over 100 million RMB. Now that's a return.
这种结果当初也不是没想过，都经历了，可能这就是这儿的命吧。
我自己的命自己扛，不连累别人。
哪吒就是魔丸，
这是魔丸转世的妖孽，我用乾坤圈在压制住他的魔性。
我施了天劫咒，引天为下。 摧毁魔丸，
姐、娘，谢谢你们。
龙族等待千年的机会。
你管他是善是恶，他都是个死。他想把陈塘关活埋了。
看来我的时间到了。
别挣扎了，这是命中注定。去你个鸟命！我命由我不由天，是魔是仙，我自己说了才算。
己说了才算，这是爹教我的道理。找死！
如果你们仍能否改变自己的命运，不认命就是哪吒的命。
呀！若命运不公，就和他斗到底。
And the user reviewers loved it, with this movie scoring a massive 8.5, making it the most popular animated movie ever released in China. A quirky retelling of the story of哪吒, a cursed and misunderstood demon child, this movie has seen an English dub release on 4K Blu-ray disc by Wellgo USA. And we will let the users have the last say about this movie. The film managed to turn a story and objects that have only ever existed in our imagination into amazing visual images. So there's our top 10 Chinese movies from 2010 to 2019 as voted by the online user reviews at Douban. We hope you have been able to discover at least one, maybe 10, exciting new movies to watch. Chinese cinema is constantly evolving, and we look forward to seeing what the next decade of films brings. If you've seen any of these films, or want to see them, leave a comment below. We will get back to all messages left, and we want to hear from you. Thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please press the like button, consider subscribing, and ring the bell to be notified of our latest videos.